Hello?
Hey.
Oh, whoa, that's coming through my internal speaker? Okay, that's weird. Um, I didn't think I unplugged that. Okay, that's weird. Oh, for some reason, Discord is defaulting to this Lenovo ThinkCenter's internal speaker. I don't even know how it's doing that because like there's an audio jack like, connected to the back of the PC, so it shouldn't do that. Hold on a second, I will change that. Or actually, if I connect headphones, it'll probably detect a change. Yeah, 1 second. I haven't called through Discord ever. Okay. Or nope, didn't. Okay, I don't even know how I'm supposed to change this. How do I change audio settings again?
On Discord?
Yeah, like how do I change where the like your audio is coming from? Because I've never had an application go to the internal speaker in this computer before.
It's just go to like user settings and then audio, and then you should be able to select what speakers you're pumping through.
I don't see a thing for audio. Maybe I'm missing it. Oh, yeah, I go under voice and video.
Yep.
I read that as video and video. Okay,
Oh.
let's see. Oh, there. Two options for speakers, high definition audio device, and going to the other one. That's amazing. All right, I am ready.
Awesome.
I haven't played the anniversary edition in a long time. But this is your preferred method for even Super Turbo?
Yeah, just because you have access to speed zero, which is like the non-frame skipping mode, which Super Turbo doesn't have. So if you just go to like the menu right now, by default it's F2.
Where's... There we go. Okay. So, do you want me to like set it to speed 0 or
Yeah, yeah. Just hit F2, which is the default. I don't know if you changed it to something else, but F2 should bring you to the Yep. So go to system
Yeah,
config.
I used to map it to a button on my stick, but that got confusing because I would hit the wrong one all the time. Oh, you're right. I haven't actually mapped for this yet. I have to map so I can navigate it.
Make sure you're in the system config menu first, or else you might go into input. And that's a pain in the ass to get out of.
Oh, here, let's see.
Yeah, just go into that menu first, and then set your buttons. Okay, now set your buttons.
Okay.
Otherwise, it could be a pain in the ass to get out of the input menu.
Yeah, it's just like a button testing for like arcades and stuff.
Yeah, but you have to press player 1 and player 2 start simultaneously to get out of it. And online, that's a pain in the ass to do. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I always wondered how you're supposed to do that. Now it makes sense and why I was never able to. So Turbo Zero.
Yep. Yeah, and I only found out about this because we were playing like CE and Hyperfighting, and I just got tired of the desyncs, and I'm just like, why are you guys doing? Let's just do like ghetto version on Hyper Street Fighter 2, and then yeah, we just set it to Turbo Zero. I'm like, this feels amazing. This is like offline almost. Like the game's slower, and you have to get used to the timing. But I mean, I can react to everything. Most of the online bullshit doesn't work. There's still a little bit of bullshit. Like tick throws are still kind of annoying. And it still feels worse than offline, but otherwise, yeah, this feels pretty legit.
Oh, and you know what? I've before on like Monday Night Fightcade, and I was trying to remember what character you use. You're a Cammy main, right?
No, I'm a Chun-Li main.
Oh. You know what? I think I've just seen you use Cammy before, and that's why.
Yeah, she's like the second character I learned.
Okay, yeah, because that just seemed very familiar when you picked Cammy there. I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's a Canadian player on Fightcade that has picked Cammy before. This feels weird. I picked CE Ryu, and now I'm up against Cammy. I don't know why, but I played this a few times, but it's been so long now. It's just like seeing Cammy and knowing that I can't do a super. Well, I mean, old Ryu can't either, but like I don't even have air Tatsu. It's just weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's like basically there's just way more matchups than there normally would.
Yeah, absolutely. This game is insane, and not to mention there's 2 versions of ST characters and 2 versions of New Challengers characters too.
Right. So the non-fixed ones, like with I think Stored Ochio, they removed that, I believe.
Yep.
For Honda.
Yep.
And then you have the New Challengers ones. It's basically, I think the alternate ones are just disadvantaged. Or no, wait, I forget. The alternate ones are the ones from like the ST old characters, and then by default you're selecting New Challenger.
Yes.
Yeah, New Challengers, I think every character is technically worse if you pick that one.
Yep.
Because like
they have one more frame of like block stun and hit stun. Yeah. Absolutely.
All I knew was that most characters in Super Turbo, they gained at least one more cancelable normal. Cammy's the only one I know that that doesn't seem to. My parents laugh. I don't know. He has some weird emotional problems. He misses his mom and dad, and now I brought him into my room so he won't freak out because he can see somebody. Otherwise, he'll start to shriek in another room.
Sorry, who was that?
My dog.
Oh, your dog. Yeah. That's the best feeling, just catching a random poke with Rekkas.
Yeah. I was trying to do. Oh no! Oh no! No, bro.
Oh. I heard your dog. That's so cute. He's howling.
It's cute. I just wish he didn't do this all the time. Okay, I totally missed the reversal DP there. Nice. Roll, are you gonna not do that again? Hopefully.
Roll, like Rockman and Roll?
I think like the candy. I don't know. I didn't name him. He was
Oh.
Somebody adopted him. They returned him to like a rescue place, and just because they didn't have enough time for him. And, yeah, we don't know why he's so emotional like this, but he doesn't like being ignored. Even though he's here with me, he still, I guess, feels ignored. I heard the mashing, but I think at that point it was kind of hopeless.
Well, I've mashed out of disease instantly. I've mashed out of like.
You have?
I have.
I don't even think the CPU can do that. It's like maybe 3 frames after they get up, but wow. I thought that was just pointless mashing or something.
No, it's absolutely not. I've absolutely mashed out instantly, and I've uppercutted people out of a mash too. Like even out of angels and devils. Like it's absolutely possible.
Wow. Is there like a strategy to the mashing, or?
You just you start mashing even before you start hearing the bells. You just, cause it's a different animation when you start getting dizzy, and you just mash as hard as you can. Move the stick diagonally, mash the buttons, and also keep in mind that the stick matters more than the buttons. So if you're getting tired, yeah.
That's what I've heard. It's just whenever I'm like in a grab and Blanca biting and I'm playing a Scott, I always matching out is weird to me because I want to have charge when I get out, so I might like use the stick to match part way, but when I figure they're about to drop me, I stop because I want to get a charge. So I may take a little more damage, but I like having that charge. Whereas for you, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I figured I was dead already. Wow. I tried sweeping there thinking I was gonna hit it, but nope, that was a good punish. I didn't think that was gonna happen.
Oh, I fucked it up. And that's the worst feeling, to like fuck up Rekkas.
Isn't like old phase records are like safer or something?
Maybe. I can cancel more normals into it.
Okay. 'Cause I seem to remember reading on the wiki something about like slightly safer on block, like maybe he recovers faster or whatever.
Maybe, but not enough to really matter. The most important thing is that he can cancel more normals into it, so I just get some random poke, and it goes into like, 80% damage. It's like he always has a super ready. It's amazing. Old Cammy.
This was the first character I ever really learned in the game because I started playing with the Genesis port, and I liked her stage's music, and video game music is a big thing for me, so that's why I decided, hey, I'm gonna play this character. I didn't know anything about tier list or whatever. I was just playing single player.
Mm-hmm. You see how I canceled low forward into the Rekkas? New Fei can't do that. Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah, oh, this is apparently a bad character. I still ended up playing her, and I've seen some like SD players kind of like, wow, why are you just wasting time on Tammy? I don't know. And I know I'm not like probably gonna get to with her, but it's just one of those weird. I know that's one character they don't really take.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, don't listen to people. Like if you just in it to have fun, you're in it to have fun, right? Like I mean, not everybody wants to be like the best player or whatever.
Yeah, like I still try to figure out what character for ST that I like would work best for me. Like I use Guile, and that works well for me in Champion Edition especially, but in Super Turbo, I feel like I'd be better off using Ryu.
Well, Guile's like crazy good in Champion Edition though.
Yeah,
That's like the best version of Guile.
but also I think the faster gameplay, it's I don't know. I can react fine in Champion Edition. It's not so much the speed increase as much as I feel like my brain just processes all the different possibilities, what my opponent can do and what I can do to counter something so quickly that the increased speed confuses me, and I just can't keep up easily. So I find with Ryu, especially like for anti-airs, like, you know, I DP, whereas with Guile, if I've just thrown a Sonic Boom, I can't just flash kick, I have to figure out what works best there, and I'm likely gonna end up trading. Nice.
Thank you. I think there's some combination. I think it might be like 15th anniversary ST versus original ST, or sorry, versus ST old characters, or like ST old characters versus new challengers or something. But there is a combination, I think, where an ST character can tech old characters, but I forgot what it was, because I'm pretty sure I've seen it happen.
I don't know enough about this one for that, and that might be like the PlayStation 2, or I think this is also on Xbox. Because I think those had some differences from the arcade version.
Yeah, just slightly, but I mean, the arcade is actually the later version, because the console version came out apparently first.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds very reverse from what I would expect.
Yeah, because this was done for it was done for an anniversary, and yeah, I think it was released for consoles first and then backported back to arcade, which is kind of weird, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Yeah. Ooh. Ah, I fucked it up. How the fuck did I fuck that up?
Well, I died anyway, so it's all good. I love how easy it is to just because like you can very easily spam it, and on a lot of characters it's not easy for them to punish, or even possible. I think Hawk can't punish her DP on block. That keyboard sounds nice.
Oh, it's a cheapo Chinese Red Dragon keyboard.
Wait, really? I don't know why, but those keys.
No, it's awesome. It's a great deal. They're mechanical key. It's a mechanical keyboard and it's dirt cheap.
Okay, because the way you said cheap, I'm thinking, wait, really?
No, it's an amazing deal. It was probably like $30 or something. Red Dragon. They make clone like mechanical keyboards, like clone Cherry keyboards, and they make clone like Logitech mice. But they're like amazing quality, so I highly recommend them if you're on a budget and you want some like good quality shit.
Well, the question is, do they have PS2 options?
No, I think it's all just USB.
Okay, because I would totally love to at some point just get like a really nice RGB keyboard and mouse. Because I'm not a modern gamer or anything, but I would do it for this PC if they were PS2, because this Windows 10 computer has PS2 and even Serial. Which is nice. It has PCI slots as well, so I can just put all the retro stuff I want here. I even connected a touchscreen CRT to this thing.
Actually, I think my computer has my motherboard has PS2 slots too, or ports too.
I know a lot of modern gaming motherboards. I've seen one PS2 port. I'm not sure why just one. But it's definitely not as common as it once was.
Yeah, everybody just uses USB now anyway. I still have a bunch of those, what do you call them? I still have a bunch of those PS2 to USB adapters and USB to PS2 adapters.
Nice.
That I don't use because but I just have them from like way back when.
I have two compact keyboards for Compact Bazaar 425s from '93, and I was using them for my DOS PC. But the one that actually is slightly more yellow, it worked better. The keys felt more satisfying to press. It was the other ones sounded like springs were really messed up in them, or whatever. I'm not sure. Just it sounded really bad. But unfortunately, the W key, which is important for like first-person shooters like Doom and stuff, it barely works now. So I had to switch to the other keyboard I have that looks better, but the keys are so horrible to press; they feel terrible. So I'm on the lookout for like an old beige keyboard without the Windows key for this machine. Because I have a bunch of PS2 keyboards, but the only beige one I have right now that would fit the aesthetic of this computer. I'm using it with another computer running XP, and it has the Windows key on the keyboard.
I keep forgetting I'm playing Champion Chun. I keep trying to fireball.
Oh. You know what? I didn't even realize this was Champion. I was thinking, where's the super? Oh wow. Nice.
See, I love it. You can react to shit. This is the future of ST Online. At least like
This feels better than like playing ST, like regular ST. This really does, and this feels about the same speed.
It's definitely slower, but like the fact that you can react to everything. Like if you
because I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, they didn't fix the thing where Geef lands like right next to you.
Oh no, that still happens, yeah.
Although there's reversals now. I guess not for the World Warrior.
No, not the World Warrior characters, but yeah, absolutely. Oh! His hitbox is so amazing. Or maybe Chun's sweep is worse. I totally touched you when you lariat, when you did that lariat, and it whiffed.
That or I have more invincibility. I'm not sure which one. How do I get close to this?
You don't. This is such a bad matchup. This is all Chun needs to do. Just that's the
like the odd time when I played Chun. Like, how do I fight Geef? Like, because I especially like in Champion Edition, I can't fireball, so I have to get close to him to a degree. But wow, Now I know what to do.
Yeah, this is how you play the Chun-Li Geef matchup. Absolutely. And it's and yeah, like in the newer games where you have a fireball. In the newer games where you have a fireball, you just you just throw a fireball behind your sweep, or so you follow your fireball with a sweep, and that's it. And you know, do this if you see a jump, or anti-air with like that, and that's the match. Oh shit!
Oh, that well. Hey, I sort of did it. I don't even play Geef, so I guess that counts for something.
Yeah, no, it's so hard. It's so hard. Like Chun-Li is.
Fortunately, Guile's not broken anymore. So, is World Warrior Guile even worth picking in this version?
A little bit. He has a.
I guess he still has like great damage.
Yeah. And like the other World Warrior characters, he has that weird recovery from like air to airs or whatever.
What exactly is the weird recovery for that?
I think it's like I think they're missing some recovery frame, so they just flip out weird. Like I think some hard knockdowns or something. I'm not too sure. I just know they have that weird flip out. The World Warrior characters.
A lot of things in World Warrior are weird. Oh, I thought for sure you were gonna jump at me.
Walk up from full screen.
I've had people do that, and they, of course, sometimes that's literally all they do is they just keep doing walk-up throws, and eventually, I catch on to it. I'm like, okay, that's not happening anymore because they don't actually get creative. I think they're just trying to fool me, but that's literally their whole strategy. They don't know how to play.
Oh no!
Wow, that was terrifying. Because like I can't air to air with Chun. That's never gonna work. I get the throw somehow, but I don't know if Guile's air throw range is good enough for that.
I'm not sure. World Warrior? I don't know. I think I feel like World Warrior throw ranges are bigger, so it's possible.
Oh wow. Oh, I got confused because like you know what? I don't play hyper fighting very much, so I never see that weird like just straight across air tatsu.
It's so awesome though.
How exactly like should it be used aside from me not being aware of how strange it is there? And I got
it's okay. So hyper fighting tatsus have crazy invincibility. And the fact that you can do it in the air, it's basically a show you can do in the air. It's amazing.
What was that? Dizzy.
Yeah. 2 fireballs will dizzy. 2 fireballs or 3 heavies.
I don't think I did two fireballs there though. I kicked you, and
well, it's still a little bit random, right? Like just like an ST, it's still a little bit random.
Although I've seen weird things with like World Warrior characters, it's especially weird. Like, dizzies don't make sense at all. I've seen if you hit your opponent when coming down from a jump with like, oh right, that wasn't me. For some reason, I thought I was playing Ryu now. But like if you're coming down your opponent with a light attack, immediately jump up and hit them with a light attack on the way up, they'll dizzy. I don't know why that is, and it doesn't have to be light attacks. It can be heavy, but it's much funnier if you do like a light kick or jab because you know
Really?
two pathetic hits and they dizzy. And I'm pretty sure it still happens in this one.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh, right, I'm now doing ST characters. Oh no. Wait, so how does it determine what stage we go to?
It's random.
I mean, I like that better than, hey,
Well,
you picked Guile, they picked Ryu, you're going to Guile stage, and if you lose, you're going to be stuck on DJs for a long time.
well, it's not completely random. It's based on the CPU, but every time like a player loses, it resets. So like you know how how in Alpha, there's like a roster of characters, but if you switch characters, it resets.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's basically how this game works. So like once you switch characters, they should switch stages.
Okay. I thought I could back fist before that. That's gonna be one of the weirdest things, is canceling sweep into Tatsu after you've already knocked the opponent down. It looks cool though. Hoping you would fireball.
Yeah, no, I'm very reactionary, so that's why I hate online so much, because you can't react to anything. And that's why I'm so sensitive to like speed changes too.
If I remember correctly, the 30th collection is a little off on its speed for all the games.
Yeah. Final Burn Alpha runs a lot of the Street Fighter 2 games at wrong speeds too. Like ST is too fast. Just slightly.
Are the newer FB Alphas better for that? Like, I've tried the new FB Alpha. For me, I don't notice the slight inaccuracies quite as much as other people. Like, if the sound emulation or something was all messed up, I would notice that. But for me, like, I've played on a real CPS2 before, and then of course I play with Fightcade, and like if I'm doing the new FB Alpha off, perceive any lag. I don't. I know it's supposed to be there, but I guess maybe if I did a side-by-side comparison, I might notice.
Oh shit.
I was thinking you're gonna do the thing every Ryu player's been doing to me this week, where immediately after the Sonic Boom, you were gonna Tatsu, thinking I did another Sonic Boom, and that's why I did the super there. I hate that. Pretty much every match against like an average player on Fightcade, if I pick Guile and they pick Ryu, they start with a Tatsu, so I just wait and flash and kick. Like, that only works if the Guile player doesn't know how to do anything other than throw Sonic Booms.
Well, we have a bunch of really good Guiles here in Toronto, so.
Oh man, I was trying to super on Wake Up. back fist. Oh, there we go. And then every now and then, because I naturally want to crouch, but it's like, oh, I canceled the fireball, but I'm already crouching when I hit fierce.
Mm-hmm.
And I gotta remember, I have to hold forward with New Guile to do that, because I've been playing Champion Edition all week. Where you can just hold back and do back fist. Oh no, this is the weird spinning bird kick Chun.
Weird spinning bird kick. It's not that weird.
Old Chun's spinning bird kick, like the weird like obviously she's got invincibility on startup, but it also hits on startup.
Mm. Yeah.
So it can kind of be used as an anti-air. It's weird.
Yeah, but
it's not like the best move ever or anything, but definitely if you're not used to it, and Old Chun doesn't come up very often.
yeah.
It's one of those things of you want to figure it out at the last minute in like a tournament or even Monday Night Fightcade. I've had that where I think someone picked Old Chun against me on Monday Night Fightcade once, and even though I knew all about that because I've played Old Chun a bit,
You still like jumped into her.
I was still getting confused. I'm like, okay, what's the timing for this again? Like, because it doesn't. I don't think it hits immediately. It's like about 13.
Yeah, if you do a safe jump, she's screwed.
Yeah. Well, that's where. Well, I think up kicks isn't exactly the most reliable answer.
No, it's not.
It's better. It's just, you know, she doesn't have a DP or anything like that. So
Yeah.
just a,
It's like Old Sagat's uppercut. You have to hit it like really early, or else you're gonna trade, or it's gonna get beat clean.
okay.
Except Sagat's uppercut does like, you know, a quarter damage, whereas Chun's up kicks not so much. Oh, see, you see that weird flip out you just did? That's what I was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, like that. So when you go like air to air, like you get that weird ass flip out. Oh my god, our colors are so similar. I got mixed up for a second there.
Oh.
Yes, weird spinning bird kick for the win.
I think the problem with World Warrior Chun now is because of reversals. The main thing for her was the tick throws in World Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't have even a reliable lightning lace because it takes forever to start.
Yeah. It takes forever to start up, and it requires more button presses too.
Yeah.
It's so horrible.
Pretty sure Honda's 100 hand slap isn't like that. So for some reason, Chun just had really bad special moves in that game. But if we're focusing specifically on a tier list for that game, I'd say she's still near the top because of the tick throws.
Which game?
World Warrior.
Oh.
He's like you can't escape a throw loop from Chun unless you know she messes it up and you get an extra frame in there. They're kind of like Geef. He knocks you down in that game, and as long as they know how to SPD, you're not really gonna get out of that. Let's see. Do the best version.
CE Guile. Okay. Oh, I'm a scrub. Oh, you didn't flash kick.
Oh wow. Oh, that's right. You have fireballs now because you're
Oh yeah, that's true.
It was like, wait a minute. This isn't like CE Chun anymore. How
Yeah, I was still in my mind playing CE Chun. That's why I hadn't thrown a single fireball.
Oh wow. The spacing for that, like, I don't think I can reversal flash kick that that crouch forward from where you're doing it when I get up.
I don't think so.
That is crazy.
There are certain ranges where I get a free crouch forward. For most character it whiffs. I think for Guile, I don't know about CE Guile, but it's like yeah, I think it's that distance. If you try and do something, I'll hit you. If you don't, I just whiff. And if you do a flash kick, I mean I miss base it occasionally, so I'll get woken up flash kicked.
Oh no! Right, his roundhouse flash kick. Because I just pianoed that. I need to remember that. I can't use all 3 buttons for flash kick because the roundhouse one will rarely knock them down. It's like there's 2 hits to it and one of it won't knock down. I'm not sure if I'm assuming it's the first hit doesn't knock down.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah.
I guess I can't really Sonic Boom after the crouch forward. I would have to time a flash kick very carefully there.
Nice.
No. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, the only time I used roundhouse flash kick for CE Guile is in a combo if I'm close enough. Just 'cause I don't think it does any more damage with the 2 hits together, but like compared to just a forward or short flash kick, but it looks cool because it's the 3rd hit. 3 hit like I don't think I've ever done a 4-hit combo with it, but like if I just need a basic. Oh wow. Oh no, I missed the Fierce before the Sonic Boom. Whew. Ah. I'm dead.
Yeah, guessing a lot's a bad habit that you form online.
Oh, it's like reversal flash kick?
No, just yeah, like just doing like too many reversals or guessing a lot more than you should.
Yeah. But I guess the problem is a lot of times like I can't really see exactly what's gonna happen first, so I just assume okay they're not gonna block this in time.
Yeah, that's exactly the kind of thing that stopped me from playing online. It's like I don't want to build these bad habits where I'm making these like random ass reads against a good player that won't do it.
I think with a charge character like Guile, especially like Ryu or Ken doing random jab DPs can get away with it a bit more, but Guile flash kicks not really.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. It's just like, okay, you're gonna sit there. Maybe I can hit you with the Sonic Boom as you start to.
Nope.
Probably didn't help that I used jab Sonic Boom either.
Are the startups different? I'm not sure.
Startups for what?
For Guile Sonic Booms? I don't think they're different, the startups.
No, but like it obviously it travels faster, so I figured maybe I could.
Yeah, but yours didn't even come out.
Okay. No. Usually when I get that,
The other thing I like about this is that the stage speeds are normalized. So it's all some stages and super fast, like in ST.
okay, I know that there are differences, but aside from like a few, like Geefs is clearly really fast. I haven't really paid that much attention to it.
Dhalsim stage is really fast too.
I try to avoid Dhalsim stage because of the elephants, although it's not as bad as it is in ST. So, and I don't get Dhalsim stage much in ST. I'm not sure what character combinations really bring it up for Fightcade.
Damn, nice.
I know one game where I noticed the stage speed differences was actually new challengers on DOS, where all the stage speeds seemed to be pretty consistent, except for DJs, where it felt like 50% faster than all the others. It was crazy. So at that point, it felt like it was Super Turbo. And yeah, I'm a retro PC gamer, so.
Oh shit.
Of Street Fighter 2 are interesting.
Yay!
I don't like this alternate color for Ryu. It kind of like it's just
It looks like a dingy gi, right? Yeah, my friends love it. I'm like, why? It looks like it's dirty and sweaty and disgusting.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why, but for some reason, his headband reminds me of cheese. I don't know why. It's not quite yellow. It looks almost like an orange, like cheddar. That's the first thing that came to mind when I saw that. Yeah. Old Honda. I don't even. The timer's running out before I can stop picking new challengers characters. Oh wow. See, I should be expecting that. I know what that move does, and I'm never ready for it. Oh wow. Oh.
I got on that highlight video for that combo. Except I actually finished it in the video.
Nice.
And I got it. And
Four-hit combo.
yeah. And I should have canceled into super because I had a super. I got meter too, but I didn't notice at the time in the tournament. I was like, that would have been so sick if I did it with the super.
Because how many hits would that be in total then?
I don't know, but I ended up getting a dizzy anyway, so I ended up winning that match.
So I'm assuming like you've been to like Toryuken and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I ran Toryuken for a few years. ST at Toryuken.
Okay.
I ran most of the tournaments in Toronto, most of the ST tournaments in Toronto up till 2006, 2005, 2006. It was pretty recent that I stopped doing tournaments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for me, like I just started out playing this because I always loved playing like the Sega Genesis and stuff as a kid. I played my first experience with a console was the Atari 2600 when I was 5. So that kind of explains why I'm into retro stuff. It just feels normal to me. I played Street Fighter on like a demo Super Nintendo at a local video game store when I was a kid, but I didn't pick it up again until years later after playing some other fighting games. Like on the Dreamcast and also a bunch of the SNK game. And this one for some reason stuck with me. even though I was just playing it in single player. And then I found Fightcade. It was like, oh, I finally have people I can play retro games with, because the odd friend would play this with me, but oh no. They wouldn't do it for very long because even though I didn't have that much skill, they didn't really think to block, whereas I did, and I also could just spam special moves, which they couldn't. Oh man.
Well, when I started playing this offline, the community was like 3 guys in a basement. So I spent a whole lot of time like trying to rebuild the community. That's why I bought like an arcade board. And yeah, that's why I started running tournaments. And yeah, I ran tournaments for many years, and I only stopped like I said, like maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, when I really got into the competitive stuff for this, of course, I played on Fightcade, and I thought, man, it would be cool if there were tournaments in Winnipeg. And for some reason, I never actually made a Google search for that until like June, or no, July of last year, and they just run a tournament, Chip Damage. But then I kind of just forgot about it after that. It's like, oh, they already did a tournament. They're probably not doing one again soon. Whatever. And at that point, I discovered we had an arcade here in Winnipeg that just opened up, and they had Super Turbo, so I was playing it there.
Oh, nice.
One of the guys from Chip Damage was there on a day that I was there, and he mentioned that they're running another tournament in like a week. I actually had to buy a PlayStation 4 arcade stick because I had a Nintendo Switch one, the little mini sticks from Hori. I bought the PS4 version, a bunch of retro games, which I didn't want to do, but you know, I did it. Got the PS4 stick. Totally lost at that tournament, but it was awesome. And yeah, that's kind of how I got into the competitive side of it. Although nowadays, I'm more worried about making music. So like because for fun, like I plan to keep learning and stuff. I do take it seriously, but it's definitely not my main passion.
Mm-hmm.
But retro video game music was a big inspiration for the music that I make, so I guess that's one area where my experience with Street Fighter is important. Because Street Fighter has good music.
I've always wanted to do the Jimmy Fallon thing, where I just do like Street Fighter music with like things that people don't consider instruments, but absolutely are, like kazoos and like maracas or and melodicas and stuff like that.
Just like those weird little
yeah, like cheap instruments are like toys. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to have those. I think I still have some. Like when I was a little kid, I thought music was cool. I didn't know a thing about music, and I got all those like little maracas and egg shakers and things.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Eventually, I got a drum set, and I found out I had sort of a natural talent for.
I've taken piano lessons since like probably grade 1, and every time like a school had like a band or like strings, I try to learn like a new instrument every time. So I can play the piano, and I have a lot of theory. I can't do like improvisation and stuff. I have all this knowledge, but I don't know what to do with it.
For me, it's kind of the opposite, where I sort of just picked up on drums, like playing by ear to music and stuff. And then we got a Casio keyboard, which I ended up selling a while back. But
nice.
I learned. I kind of wanted to play just like the lead parts of certain video game songs, and then around that same time, I'd always been fascinated with MIDI music. Because of like the sample MIDI files in Windows,
right.
Windows XP, and a lot of old PC games use MIDI music like Doom. So finally, I started remixing video game songs, and eventually one day I'm just like, I want to make original music. And
I can't wait for the Commander X16, because that has. Yeah, it's like they tried to make like the old school 8-bit computers, like a Commodore. But modernized, right?
Okay.
But it works the same way. So it has like BASIC built into it, but it can do better graphics. It has like the retro Yamaha chips for music, and it has a
Nice.
yeah. So it can do like a whole bunch of like video game music with the original chips, because they were like the most common video game chips back in the day. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That,
and
that sounds really awesome because like when I finally I just sat down one day, I'm like, I'm gonna compose a song, and it turned out to be pretty good. It was uh my main inspiration was kind of like Outrun music at that moment because I was playing a lot of Outrun music. Not
oh, if only I hit that Rekka when you did that sweep. That's what that Fierce was, but it was supposed to be a Rekka, but I fucked up the input.
yeah.
This game, one mistake will kill you.
Yeah, well, the health bars, they just, especially with Hyper Street Fighter 2, depending on the character, you're gonna take a lot of damage. Oh, nice. But yeah, so I composed my first song in one day. Not like completely, but I had kind of like a demo of it, and I'm like, wow, this is good. So now, over a year later, I released a full album on like iTunes, Spotify. I did a single recently, and I used like older. At one point of it, and like I plan to get stuff like a Roland Sound Canvas at some.
You like cut out mid sentence there and you stopped talking for a little bit. It wasn't you. It like disconnected. I heard like a USB unplugged noise, and then you.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna have to say that all again.
Okay. Like, so I've been like making music for over a year now, and I actually used like in some of my songs I've had Sound Blaster 16 OPL3 stuff.
Oh.
And I in my latest song I do have like the kind of percussion bongos from a Roland Sound Canvas, just like the Roland GS Wavetable thing built into Windows. But the goal is to get a Sound Canvas soon for music production and also playing DOS games too, but primarily for making music. And like I have 23 computers, only one is modern, and even then this thing has serial ports, so it's a 2014 machine that actually runs Windows XP perfectly, but I got 10 on it. And yeah, I collect old computers, sound cards and stuff, and it's for both just playing retro games from my childhood and also ones I've never played. Just messing around with the operating systems. I like actually going online on really old operating systems, despite the security issues, of course.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, well, Instant Messenger from.
I'm disappointed because I bought my computer a few years ago, like right before. I think when NCIX went out of business. I bought it, and then literally a few months later, NCIX went out of business. But I was disappointed when I tried installing XP on the computer because the the motherboard doesn't support. The motherboard and processor doesn't support Windows XP anymore, which is ridiculous. And it was the first generation.
XP supports stuff for a long time.
Yeah, but this is the first generation that the first generation motherboard / processor that doesn't support Windows XP. So I was kind of disappointed in that. Like I should have bought a slightly older motherboard and slightly older processor.
Just to have Windows XP, yeah.
Yeah.
My goal is to like build like the newest Windows XP machine possible at some point, just for fun. My main music PC is a 2006 machine with like an Athlon 64X2, 2 gigs of DDR2 RAM. So it's like from that era where Vista wasn't out yet, so it's actually realistic for XP. But I did have a Vista machine that was actually being used as someone's Windows 10 PC, but unfortunately when they gave it to me and I was ready to set it up 2 months later finally, the motherboard's dead. And it had a Core 2 quad and like 8 gigs of DDR2 RAM, although only 4 would have been usable with 32-bit Windows, but like that would have been an awesome machine.
Yeah.
Just for an overkill PC for MIDIs. I don't even need an Athlon 64X2 for MIDI stuff, but I have it, and it's one of those Media Center PCs with Windows XP Media Center Edition. I uninstalled all the HP OEM crap on it. Well, most of it. Some of it wasn't running in the background, but all the stuff that was just total garbage, like 2006 antivirus, I got rid of all that.
Oh no. Nice.
That's it. Oh, I don't think the the fierce combo off of the cross up. Because I was like, it said 2 hits there.
Oh shit.
Oh wow.
Because you told me you dropped the last combo, so I was prepared for you to drop it again.
I think I'm jumping. I'm hitting the jump attack just a little too.
Yeah, it's probably because of the slower speed. You're not used to it. It happened to me. It's still happening to me even after 3 weeks of playing at the slow speed.
Oh wow. Now, one game where you really don't even have to be super precise, and it's just you can pull off ridiculous combos, is Breaker's Revenge. I don't know if you played that one.
Yeah.
And that game, just you could combo anything. It's crazy.
That's the game with Tia, right? Tia, the Chun-Li
Yes.
clone. Yeah.
Well, I'm not, okay, she's kind of a Chun-Li clone, but she's also Ryu or Ken, and she's also Bison with one of her supers. Literally a Psycho Crusher.
Yeah.
That's my main in that game, and she is amazing. I know Sho's considered the best. I feel like I've also heard Saizo is like second. I think Tia would be second, at least in my opinion. I don't see Saizo show up much, and like I know he's strong, but I don't know. I see Tia just being able to combo everything. It's crazy.
Oh, I did my flame kick and it beat it. Jerk.
Oh wow. I love how he can do such big combos, but they're not actually that damaging in terms of dizzy. So his 5 hits is really nothing for Fate. Like it does damage. It just you don't really get a dizzy very easily with Fate. You kind of need to do a combo and then maybe hit the person on wake up, and then they'll dizzy. Nice.
Not that he really needs a dizzy. He does so much damage off of that one combo.
Yeah.
Like,
Really, if he did dizzy, then Faye would probably be.
he'd be stupid.
I don't know if he'd necessarily be top tier, but he would be a little more like M. Bison, where one really good combo
Yeah.
and you're done. The problem here is you do have to follow up somehow with something most of the time, because trying to dizzy your opponent with Faye is not easy. Who really sucks in this game? Okay. I find new challengers characters interesting, even though a lot of them are just kind of terrible. At least, like, I guess if you're playing new challengers, it doesn't feel like they're necessarily that bad. But if you have the new versions to compare them to, it changes everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you
I don't even.
you did a jab and I thought you were bald, so I did an uppercut. Nice try.
I was going for it. I thought maybe I could get away with it because I've just been crouching the whole time.
No, against me, people in Toronto learn not to test my reactions. Especially when I'm Chun-Li and I have a supercharged.
One thing I've always wondered about the Chun-Li super, because everyone always tells me it's like it's a stupid super, and stuff, and like I understand their perspective, but I don't think it's necessarily as bad as everyone says. Like people say, oh, walk up super, or like store super that's the worst thing ever.
No, it's not. Like Claw, Boxer, no. Her super is pretty tame compared to other characters.
Yeah, because like the way I see it is, if Chun-Li is walking up to you and she's got super, most of the time the player is gonna whiff it. That's what I find. Even like obviously a good Chun isn't necessarily just gonna super for no reason. Like aside from maybe the possibility they might try to throw me, if I'm just sitting there blocking, like anticipating they might come for a super, I usually can get either just block it and be safe. Like I'm not going to keep throwing fireballs when they're right next to me.
Right.
Or sometimes I'll just neutral jump and get out of it, and sometimes even hit them on the way down.
Yeah, compared to like Boxer Super, who like his entire first hit will be invincible, so it goes through fireball a lot easier. You can throw out a jab from full screen, and he'll still hit you if he happens to super at the moment you press jab.
Yeah, and,
right.
and I mean he goes further across the screen as well.
And he has 2 supers because he has an anti-air's version too, right? If he holds kicks.
Right, so you can't jump over it. Where
yeah.
Sometimes you can, if you see it coming, you can jump. Oh, this is Sagat, not old Sagat. Oh, I gotta remember to press stuff in between.
And then
I need to figure out what characters I actually want to pick in this.
And like and like Claw too, right? He has the mix up, but then he has a super, which you can just keep using because it doesn't use the super unless you land it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the same applies to the grapplers, but they have a hard time getting in the first place, so it's not really that scary. Like if they do get it, then you're pretty much dead. But with Claw, he could just input the super one every time he wants to do wall dive.
Yeah. Yeah.
If he gets it,
yeah.
Yay, free super.
Yeah.
It's the safest move that he can abuse, pretty much.
Absolutely, yeah. It's stupid. Like, no, Chun, it's just way too much Chun hate. For no reason. It's just because Jimmy Bones complained and he's very vocal. Eugene complains and he's very vocal and he's up there. But like, there's no reason to complain about Chun. Back when I started on GGPO, when like old school top players that were actually on GGPO, when people complained about my Chun, like the common response by the top players sticking up for me was basically, "She's not even top 4," and it's true to this day. She's not top 4, right? Like, yeah. There are much bigger problems than Chun in this game.
Oh, I thought maybe that would have actually, like, you would have landed on that, but no, I got out of there. I didn't want to escape, I wanted you to land on the super. It's almost hard, though, with the characters that have stored supers. I find it actually hard to input the super, like, normally, and you almost have to walk forward, or else I get whatever special move was mapped to that charge input. I don't know why, but it's like, for Honda and Chun, I find it hard to actually not do the walk forward.
I got excited because New Legacy, he got that buff where you can juggle the roundhouses. I tried to do it, but I'm like, oh yeah, this is regular ST now. Or regular new challengers. That buff is amazing. The fact that
I did get a chance to try out, like, earlier in development, with Born to SPD. I did try it, like, a sort of a pre-release thing, but at that time I had severe repetitive strain injury, so I only played for like 15 minutes, and then I never came back to it. And by the time I was healed, and that took like 2 months. And even now, like, my hands aren't the greatest, but I can play video games again. I just can't go overboard with it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was from using a miniature fight stick, mostly. Also typing on my phone excessively, because I don't type short messages unless I'm spamming emojis. I type overly long messages. It's like I'm doing emails from a computer. But it's
oh, I fucked up the combo! Oh my god, that's what I get.
I didn't know what to do at that point. I wasn't prepared to combo. I wasn't expecting that. Ah, nice.
See how shit that up kicks is?
Yeah, is there like a certain like technique to actually using it reliably other than don't use it very much?
You just have to time it. Like I said, it's like Sagat's uppercut. You have to do it at the very, very, very last moment.
Okay. I thought for a minute there I thought it was almost earlier.
No, you have to do it very late.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that, well, I mean, at least for Sagat's uppercut, usually it at least trades with most characters.
Mm-hmm. But you can't do it too late, because if you do it too late, you just go through them without a hitbox. It's weird. Yeah, I hate it. It took me so many years to be able to use that consistently.
I think I was trying to go back to Super Turbo there, but okay.
But you forgot again.
I was trying to get to it, but it timed out on me. But here, I don't even know. Like, I understand that this is a bad character. I'm not really sure all the problems, other than he sucks. I don't even know like how to combo off of anything with Bison. I'm pretty sure like crouch medium kick can combo and stuff.
Yeah, like crouch medium kick, crouch short, stand medium kick. I'm pretty sure, stand short. I mean, his TOD is like stand short, slinks in the roundhouse into like scissor kicks, right? So
I've tried comboing with like for some reason, Blanca, Honda, and Bison. I could barely do a single combo with them, other than maybe like a move that normally does 2 hits.
look at how much damage that was. Like he doesn't need a dizzy. Imagine if that dizzy.
But like what I'm saying, I've never said he needed it, but if he did, then the game would be over as soon as he lands the first combo.
Yeah.
Which is kind of how it works. Like I'm assuming you've played Reno MD.
Yeah.
And like that's pretty much how it goes with him. If he gets a combo in, you're dead.
Yeah, it's not, just don't let him get that combo in. That's what I'm saying. Like all of these like players from like newer games, like they lose all these skills. They don't know how to get around.
With Smash.
Yeah, all these newer players, they don't know how to get around fireballs anymore. They don't know how to they don't know how to prevent situations. Like there's all these skills that old fighting game players have that new fighting game players aren't willing to work for, and then to on top of that, fighting game designers are catering to that, so they're giving them no reason to learn those skills either. Like if something needs those skills, they just patch it out. Like what the? It's like, oh no, the fireball's too strong, and instead of learning how to get around fireballs, they just, oh, let's just make the fireball weaker.
And if I remember correctly, Street Fighter 5, which I don't play it other than the odd time if it's been set up locally, I'll play it. Didn't they like for that game instead of 1 frame links, it's like 3 frame links or something?
Yeah, who knows?
And Guile's been nerfed a bunch of times apparently. I'm gonna assume Flame Kick can't beat the...
No.
That's a good trick when... I hate that when I am like playing as Guile, and I'm getting ready because I think they're just gonna try to tick throw me, but they do a DP, and I flash kick into the DP. I hate it, but I should totally expect it because when I'm playing Ryu, that's exactly what I do to them. Oh, wow. I thought for sure that sweep was gonna connect.
Shake my hand! Shake my hand! Oh shit.
Oh no! Oh. I threw the super too soon. I mess up with the super so often though. Like I do a double quarter circle and I always seem to get a DP instead. So I was just like, I gotta get this move out, and I missed it. I thought you were gonna jump there. I've been practicing air-to-airs a lot because I found a lot of players, especially, they don't really think to do air-to-air, so I can beat them every time they jump. It's like, why would I DP when I could just jump up, kick them, and then when they fall back, I hit them with a Hadouken and they're Disney. So, well, that's champion strategy.
That's what I do with old Ryu, because his jump roundhouse is so amazing. Whoops. That's supposed to be a walk forward kick, not a spinning bird kick.
Oh. But yeah, like the super wasn't what killed me there. I saw it coming. I jumped, and well, I didn't get to punish it because you waited, but I still that's like the worst of it. Most of it, take full damage from it. Not that it doesn't happen. It definitely does. Oh. Had I got that DP, I would have been very happy.
Oh, I'll take it. Oh. Shit.
You tried to cancel that with Fireball?
I don't know what I was doing. I don't even remember.
I'm not sure if you had like a pixel health left or not, so I'm not sure if that mattered. Oh.
I mean, the super's not that bad. That's like the majority of how I use it. Just to like.
And I mean, to be fair, you could have hit me with anything at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, I'm no expert player at this game. Of course, I've only been playing Super Turbo online for just over a year, but usually I think it's the people who aren't as good that complain about this sort of thing.
Yeah, that's.
I don't see it as bad.
You're absolutely.
I'm also someone who doesn't rage quit on people, anyways.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Like, it's just the people who just aren't willing to learn that complain about this shit. Either that, or it's like tongue in cheek.
Can I even DP?
No. If I time it right, no. If I time it wrong, yes.
I'm trying to remember which way do I block again because I've blocked all. I keep holding the same. There we go. I held that same direction for all of those, and only once was it successful.
It's I can change it up.
Wow.
Yeah. I when I'm in person, I go yo because it's basically a wall dive.
It might as well be, yeah. It's just funny because like, and then if I do block it, it's not like I could just throw you unless you completely forget to press another button.
But like, yeah, if you like, but at the same time, if you're playing the majority of Chuns, they don't have that timing down. You're going to be able to uppercut them, or you're going to be able to break their block string.
Yeah.
The majority of Chuns, like, I was a Chun specialist for many years. That's why you can't uppercut it. Guile can sort of super it, and he'll land 2 hits. It'll go douche douche. And I'm totally willing to accept that, to waste the super meter. Like, if he uses his super to hit me twice during that, I'm totally fine with it. I missed. Nice try.
I'm supposed to air with Chun. It's just okay. I think I have it. Oh, I made it out. No, I can't air to air with this. Yeah, like that was barely any damage anyway, so like it got a hit.
I mean, it's more about positioning anyway, because like look at the health I have. It's because of the positioning I got from that. It's not like the reasons people complain about it being amazing are not the reasons why it's actually amazing.
I was gonna sweep as soon as you landed, but no. Apparently, the range for that move was a little too good for me.
No, I don't think anything reaches underneath that, except for maybe Cammy, because of her fast walk speed.
Well, but I was thinking maybe Guile's speed, like like the second hit for sure. Although I don't think he would be able to get down there and do that in time. But I think if anything,
Cammy might be able to walk under because of her like she might be able to walk under after I whiff and hit me because of how fast her walk speed is. But everybody else, yeah, there's pretty much no chance. Oh, I wanted to neutral jump over that. I fucked it up.
Oh. Yeah, I think Ryu Super, like it's not, I wouldn't say it's the best super in the game, but it is very good because, like similar to Chun's, of course, it can do a lot of damage, and you just kind of wait for if your opponent opens up, you throw it, but you're not at risk of, you know, invincibility wearing off it with your opponent unless they jumped at you.
Yeah.
Well. I mean, of course, that I think the main problem too is people think like walk-up super into up kicks then gives you like 70 to 80% damage, and yeah, as stupid as that is, DJ can do a similar thing even though his super's not quite as good, but if he lands it, I think it's about the same amount of damage at the end.
Yeah.
And the reason I use medium punch a lot for like those cross-up combos is I find it's the easiest normal for me to link into a Hadouken. Because when I try to do like crouch read and stand fierce, I always get a Shoryuken even if I know that they're blocking it. And of course that's not the safest thing. So
yeah, and like and that last round when I landed that full damage super, like that was a pretty big mistake you made, right? Like throwing that really late fireball, right? Like a good player just won't do that, right?
Yeah.
Like that was a pretty like obvious mistake. Like you could have easily avoided that just by like blocking the fireball or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming that trade would have been in my favor if I had more health.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if you have. It doesn't matter if the trade's in your favor if you're gonna die. So
well, I guess almost like had that not. Crap! I just said why I use medium punch because I don't usually get Shoryuken by accident, and there we go. Like I guess in the corner, if you try to walk at me and you know we trade roundhouse and like I guess that's I'm pretty sure that's stand medium kick. Then as long as I have health, it's not a bad trade for me.
It's okay. I mean, I still sort of get.
I'm still in the corner. And...
Yeah, like I still keep a positional advantage, which is my main goal when I'm doing that anyway.
Yeah.
Like I get a little bit of damage, but.
But I'll do.
And I mean, if I have a life lead where I'm still gonna have a life lead after that trade, yeah, I'm gonna make that trade.
Here, I'll do 3 more, and then I'm gonna get to DOS gaming because I've this week is basically just Doom 2 Hell on Earth playthrough, and that game is super hard.
Sure.
I beat the first game on Hurt Me Plenty because I figure I'm not gonna go on easy mode, but ultra violent. You know, I may do that later. Nightmare's ridiculous. That's just a joke. But the second game, same difficulty, saying Hurt Me Plenty. Wow.
After the 3rd time, you learned your lesson.
Yeah. Nope, I thought you were gonna walk forward again.
Yeah, you just gotta chill and be more patient. Like I know online people are stupid and aggressive and whatnot, and people guess a lot, but when you're playing at this slow speed or you're playing offline where people can react to shit, you just gotta chill.
Well,
like actually put C in work for your damage.
Yeah. I mean, at least Ken isn't a character I actually play, so I can use that as an excuse. But yeah, you are right. Oh, I was trying to do just a light kick and then throw you.
Yeah, his crazy kicks is like forward to down or something like that.
I'm like, I have a reversal super in this one, don't I? 'Cause I was trying to do it and I couldn't. They did fix that, right?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, because I couldn't do it.
Fuck, I got baited.
Oh, there we go. See, that's what I'm talking about. You anticipate, you jump out of it. But yeah, like I'm playing the game on like the same difficulty things as the first game, and it just feels like 3 times harder. I'm on the stage right now. I don't know if you've played that game before, Doom 2.
Yeah.
But like, I'm on the barrel stage where, for the first part, you just run because as soon as you start to there's a DMB you at the barrels and they all start exploding around you. It's crazy. It's awesome. But I keep dying. And I know some people just use save states and keep going back because like even the original game lets you do that, and that's what I'm playing. I'm playing on DOS. If I die and lose all my weapons, that's how I have to play the stage. Because like realistically, in most games, that's how it works. I don't just get to go back and try again with all of the cool stuff I've collected. If I die and they take that stuff away from me, I think that's how I'm supposed to do it. It sucks, but you know, I think that actually makes the game difficult. Whereas if you just keep saving all the time, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't understand why consoles like the Genesis Mini and stuff now have save states for everything. Oh, I just realized why you're not moving. Yeah, like save states for on a classic console and things. I don't get the point for that. That doesn't encourage people to actually learn
the game. Yeah.
They just keep going back to a point when they were doing okay and had health. Like if you have very little health and kept dying in this one section, you could eventually repeat that over and over until you make it out of there and get a health bonus or whatever. Alright, for the last one, I'll pick my Super Turbo main.
Okay. Oh, you didn't backfist.
I thought about it, but then I just was like, maybe I can sweep, because it depends on the range, but I think Shun's recovery from it, or no, it's not necessarily the recovery, but the startup is faster. So if I was doing that with Ryu, I could sweep him easily.
I love how I can neutral jump over fireballs, which I normally can't do online. This is this low speed.
I've been trying to neutral jump fireballs a lot more recently because, you know, it's a lot safer than actually jumping.
Yeah, it's a skill that you need, but you can't do online because input lag and actual network lag. Yeah.
So I think I'm jumping it just right, but then.
Yeah, but it's a lot easier to do offline. Like if you can do it here, it's just a little bit harder to do offline. If you can do it at this speed. Yeah, it's about the same as offline. The difficulty of jumping over and jumping fireballs.
Oh man, I was trying to super that and I hate the super input. Gal's super sucks. Mainly the input. It's not. I mean, it's not the state of the super or anything, but in a combo it's fine. It's just the input is not. I mean, of course, if I master it, then it's not a problem. But maybe my stick just isn't the greatest. I have the Hori Rap 4. I do have a replacement stick for it. The original one was actually broken. But even then, I just find it's not the most precise. I was hoping I could just.
Nice. You were hoping wrong.
Yeah. Well, good games.
Good games.
I've been playing a lot more C recently, so I think my ST game needs. Well, I mean, it needs work in general, but yeah, that was fun. I haven't played Hyper Street Fighter 2 in a long time. So.
Yeah, no, this is really fun.
Mm-hmm.
I just made a post on Facebook saying I wanted to do this tournament during EVO weekend, so.
Okay, and if I remember correctly, EVO is going to happen, but it's going to be like online or something?
Yeah, so.
I don't know how that's going to work, but I've seen people joking about bringing their lag switches and all the EVO maps and stuff. So, I was thinking if I can enter, because it's online enough to actually physically go somewhere. I've never actually been to the U.S. even though I have a passport. But I would join with dial-up. I actually have dial-up too. That's the funny part. Like I'm not playing on dial-up right now, of course, but I have it from my retro computer. I'm actually on Wi-Fi, and I don't know if you felt the connection was good or not, but I have to be on Wi-Fi because it's not my modem, it's my parents'.
Right.
My room is at the other end of the house. I would love to get a wired thing set up at some point.
Well, like I said, this slow speed like makes up for a lot of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people like Monday Night Fight One of the rules is no Wi-Fi. Although I think he's kind of loosened that a bit now because me specifically, he was like, if your connection sucks, you're ruining it for everyone else, and that's why we say this. But then it was totally fine. People were like, wait, that doesn't feel like Wi-Fi.
Well, like not Wi-Fi isn't necessarily bad. It's just how much interference your whatever has and whatnot.
Yeah,
It's not bad just because it's yeah.
And I have I know this isn't like the built-in Wi-Fi in this computer. This computer doesn't have built-in Wi-Fi. It's not like the nano receivers. It's like a full like USB stick thing. So I guess the antenna is decent, and it works with Windows XP. So I've used it on retro computers as well.
Right.
But anyway, good games. That
Yeah.
was fun stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna go do some.
Yeah, just hit me up whenever you want to play again.
Sure. And I'm based on the conversation in the Discord. It looks like you might check out Chip Damage at some point in the future once all the lockdown stuff is done.
Yeah, I totally misread the. I probably like a flight is 2 hours, but yeah, the bus is definitely not 4 hours. I must have like read another trip or something.
No, the bus being 4 hours would mean it's going.
Yeah, no, I absolutely.
Kilometers per hour.
Yeah.
Straight through everything.
Yeah,
It's over the road racing style where there's no collision.
Yeah, I absolutely. I probably like just misread the. I misread like I probably read like a trip to another city, and I took it as Winnipeg, or something.
Or maybe it was like a stop or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I was thinking right when it ends, I'd come drop by, but yeah, now it might be a little bit longer because I need to either have some extra days off or I need to save up for a flight. So.
But hey, if you could get a bunch of people from your area to come out,
Yeah.
actually be pretty cool because the ST scene here, the modern fighting games they get quite a few players, but Super Turbo, the one time it was 6 people. I ended up getting knocked down to losers bracket by this one guy who I ended up fighting in losers bracket because there was that few people. And yeah, he beat me twice. It's just funny because he never plays the game, but he plays every fighting game, and he's that skilled that his no practice Ryu beat me.
Yeah, yeah. Fundamentals will get you far. Like work on your fundamentals, right? Like tech and mix-ups and whatever. Like first of all, like the opportunities you have to land those is very few compared to the opportunities to use fundamentals and spacing and footsies. And the other stuff isn't transferable to other games, whereas footsies, fundamentals, spacing is transferable to every single game. So like you're much better off working on those things than learning tech, than
I think
you
a
know
lot of
doing
people,
weird mix-ups
the
and.
first thing they do is they learn combos, is because that everybody wants to do that. Like if I'd say mostly beginner fighting game players and that, but
Yeah, everybody wants to do a combo. I'm like,
it's combos. But the thing is, the footsies is where you actually are able to kind of get in position for that. Is once you find your opponent's opening, you can do that. You can't just jump at them and hope that eventually they won't block it. And
Yeah, like-
madness on them.
like if you're playing against a good dictator, they have a TOD, right? If they can't land the TOD, you're not. It doesn't matter, right? If they don't give them that opportunity to land their touch of death.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
With most games, including Street Fighter 2, like I've seen that old VHS thing for like the Genesis and Super Nintendo ports of combos, which is funny because they always say jump at your opponent with a late fierce, and it's like every single character, it's always that. But that kind of gave me some basic ideas, and then I just sort of by actually playing the game, I came up with some of my own. Like obviously with Guile, I know the classic like 3-hit dizzy, or usually dizzy, of roundhouse, crouch.
Yeah, like I always tell people like I played the game for about a year online before I started winning against anybody who actually had a slight inkling of knowing what they were doing, right? Before I could only beat obviously people who'd never touched the game before, and then anybody who'd even played the game once before, I couldn't beat them until maybe like a year into playing. And then maybe my second year into playing, or maybe even third, I finally learned my first combo, and that combo was the basic jump normal, stand normal, into special, right? And at that point, I was already winning games against people. So, and the fact that I delayed learning my first combo for that long was like I absolutely do not regret it. Like that helped my like, if I spent my time learning that combo, it would have been such a waste.
Yeah. Well, I
Right?
think
Because you can I always say you can learn combos at any time. You can just if anytime you're bored and there's nobody to play with, you can just open up training mode and learn that whenever you want, right? But you'll never get a chance to but you'll never you'll never get another chance to play against that person at that time again, right? Like you don't always have an opportunity to play against somebody and work on your footsies and your fundamentals.
Well, I see a lot of people, especially like I whiff a move or whatever, and they'll walk up and throw me, or they'll just hit me with like a special. I that me whiffing, let's say,
Oh, your audio cut out again. I don't know if you can hear me.
a ton of damage.
I don't know if you can hear me, if you heard me earlier, but your audio cut out again. Yeah, no, you.
Maybe that'll help. I don't know. Uh, like obviously sometimes if you weren't expecting the person to like miss an attack or whatever, you want to be safe and just do something quick to punish them. But a lot of times I see it against players that are not bad, but like a simple two-hit combo, that's your chance. If I whiff a flash kick and land right next to you, you can easily hit me with something good. So the one I do a lot, because I used to have that idea of I need to jump at my opponent and do like the three-hit guile combo and stuff. Now a lot of times if like let's say Dalsum slides at me and I block it and they're close enough, I do the second half of that, which is crouch strong into flash kick.
Yeah, but if like even if you saw me play against you today, like you whiffed so many flash kicks, what did I do? I didn't even do a combo. I just stand fierce. I'm happy. I'm absolutely happy with that.
But like for me, what I'm thinking is that's kind of where combos a lot of times should be. And
Yeah.
people, they just think, you know,
Yeah, but like the amount of work you put into learning combos compared to the chances you have to use them.
yeah.
Yeah. No, just
I mean,
work just work on
it looks
fundamentals.
cool.
Yeah, it
But,
does.
Um, if it's not a safe combo or if you get your opponent dizzy, go for it.
Yeah, it's like diminishing returns, right? Like you get in those when you've learned so much that you're trying to get that slight edge. Yeah, fine. Then learn that combo, diminishing returns, right? You're working a lot for little, and when everything's marginal, yes, right? And it took
Well,
me years to get to
I guess
that point.
one thing to say would be Faye kind of needs combos. That's kind of
Yeah,
the point of the Rekka. So there are exceptions in ST
obviously,
characters.
but in general, yeah, like 90% of cases.
Guile doesn't really need combos to win. Ryu, not entirely. It's mainly just zoning and stuff. You can win without it. But I did land a few of those like three-hit cross-up combos on your old Faye, and it worked very well. But it's funny because I've never really done combo practice with Ryu yet. Somehow I can figure that one out. But I guess that's the main thing is I don't need to do combo practice as much as I need to just figure out spacing for certain moves and stuff. And know what's safe and what's not. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get going. But that was good stuff.
Yeah, thanks for the games.
Hope to see you on Monday Night Fight Kid again sometime.
Yeah, I mean, I've been working a lot on Monday lately, but yeah, I'll drop by every once in a while just to see how Serg's doing. Even though I hate online, like I like supporting his stream. Like he's doing good stuff, and I've known him for a long time. Yeah.
And Diet Coke is